Doris, Jackson said before the series that curtailing Rondo's activity was their #1 key. He's very close to a triple-double. But he's getting a rest for the first time. He played the first 3 quarters, didn't sit a second. And Nate Robinson will come into the game. Tony Allen as well. Robinson had hardly played the playoffs. Then he had that big game 6 against Orlando in the conference finals when he scored 13 points off the bench in the first half after Rondo took that hard fall and injured his back.
I think it's the right substitution for Doc Rivers to give Rondo a breather, and Nate Robinson has certainly shown himself trustworthy.
Ray Allen shows he can hit a 2-pointer as well. But Bryant now with 5 fouls.
And it's the right call. And Kobe Bryant looks over at Phil Jackson and says, leave me in the ball game. If I'm Phil Jackson, I'm taking him out right now. You're talking about picking up his 5th foul, 1 foul away from spending the rest of the ball game on the bench. It's not a gamble worth taking.
Garnett, inside pass to Davis. Glen Davis throws it down. Jack Nicholson saying something to Doc Rivers.
And no question about it, that ball is on its way down, so the correct call made, goaltending on Kevin Garnett.
Well, Odom had early foul trouble and has hardly played tonight. That last foul was on Tony Allen. Odom gets to the bounce in. Lakers back within 1.
With this unit on the floor for the Celtics, the best offense is action by Ray Allen, creating openings for himself or other guys. But it certainly starts with Allen.
Davis to Robinson. Quick pass. Tony Allen wide open. That's a 2-pointer. Davis rips down the rebound. Goes back up and can't get it to fall. Gets it again. Back up. Blocked by Bynum. Davis again. They got a piece of it. And Odom comes away. Great defense inside for the Lakers. And terrific hustle from Big Baby. Vujacic for 3. His first touch, and he knocks down a tray. Lakers by 2. Davis again. This time gets it to go. Boy, he is undeterred down low.
But he just doesn't have the lift against length to finish consistently. He's working hard. He's getting quality shots, but the length is not there.
Bynum, by the way, now has 6 blocks in the game. Allen trying to reach in. Davis could help. Bynum the rebound, throws it down. Andrew Bynum, 19 points, 6 block shots and 6 rebounds.
Being a presence in the paint area. Great job of attacking the offensive boards. But I tell you what, Coach, you got to love Glen Davis' energy on the offensive end and defense. He's in position to take the charge.
Nate Robinson from downtown. That's what he provided in Game 6 against Orlando. And the Celtics back up by 1.
That's what I'm talking about. Here's a guy that's shown himself to be trustworthy by winning a playoff game. Doc Rivers has no problem calling on Nate Robinson, and he shows up.
Ball hacked away, stolen by Allen. A hit to Robinson. Vujacic behind. Robinson lays it in. And Nate Robinson once again providing a spark off the bench. But give credit to Tony Allen for the steal there.
Give credit to Doc Rivers for having the courage to put a guy in who has not played in the first 3 quarters to start the 4th quarter of a game that was tied.
But I'd say it's an easier call for Doc Rivers when he looks on the floor and the Lakers have Sasha Vujacic and Jordan Farmer. So it's easier to say, okay, I'm going with Nate Robinson.
Farmar, 3-pointer too strong. Davis diving, trying to get rid of it. And they'll have a jump ball.
Wick Grossbeck, Steve Pagliuca, the owners, Danny Ainge, the GM, and particularly Doc Rivers, because they could have squashed his ability to interview during this playoff run. As Farmar lines up a 3 and knocks it in to tie it. But Doc Rivers allowed him to interview and to pursue these opportunities where if he had negated that, the timing might not have been right. And that's what Doc Rivers is all about. He's not only a great coach, but he is leading his life in service of others, and I give him credit for that.
Farmar dives on it. Robinson comes up with it, and then a reaching foul on Artest.
Down and catch. You got to get the other hand up so you can snatch the rebound.
Garnett's only played 17 minutes. He's been in foul trouble. They lob it to Bynum. Oh, nice play from Bynum in traffic.
But you see the difference. Bynum up with two hands to catch and finish.
A 21-point game for Andrew Bynum to go along with his 7 block shots. Robinson is fouled and gets off the shot.
Now and finishes it high. I like what both coaches are doing right now. Closing out the ball game with their closers. So Phil Jackson going back with Fisher and Bryant.
Robinson stays in the game because he's shooting free throws. Rondo is set to come in, but because Robinson at the line, he won't enter the game yet. Right now it's all even as we approach the midway point here of game 2. Bryant back in. Allen on him. Bryant the drive. Hesitation. Up and under. Count it and a foul. Ray Allen the personal and a chance for a three-point play for Kobe Bryant. Hung in the air and banked it in. And Phil Jackson will call timeout.
I think it's a big decision by Doc Rivers who to finish with tonight. He's not rebounded in his time, and he's not been comfortable due to the foul trouble. So would you be better served with Rasheed Wallace's long-range shooting or Glen Davis's active work on the board?
Bryant back on Rondo. Ray Allen. Perkins, nice inside pass, and Rondo banks it in. Again, another good pass inside as Rondo's got himself a triple-double.
If you're Doc Rivers, you have to show the film tomorrow of how good things occur when you share the basketball. You get man movement and ball movement time and time again. Celtics score.
Bryant, tough shot, puts it in.
And right now, Bryant is going to be a jump shooter because he's not going to risk the charge and his 6th foul. So you have to make sure you make him put the ball on the floor all the way to the basket.
Bryant hasn't fouled out in the playoff game since 2002. Oh, Garnett set the screen, and Rondo a clear path to the basket.
Well, the patience of Rondo in that screen and roll situation, understanding that Bryant was going up under, did not get baited into shooting a jump shot and attack.
Second triple-double of the playoffs for Rondo. He had 3 in last year's postseason. Almost averaged a triple-double. Shot clock down to 7. Artest and a whistle and an offensive foul, a moving screen, and a turnover for LA. Bynum picks up the personal.
Artest with the active hands, keeping a body on Paul Pierce. That's not a foul. This is playoff basketball, and you're playing for all the marks. That's not a foul.
Artest nearly steals that. Again, he has 5. Bryant has 5. Pass Garnett into Perkins, blocked by Gasol. His 6th block. Rondo gets it back and puts it in. What a play from Rondo. And the Celtics regain the lead.
Wanting the basketball more than anybody else on the floor. Rondo again coming up with a loose one and getting the finish.
Foul down the other end on Garnett. That's 5 on Garnett.
Post play is so hard to officiate.
Shot clock down to 7. They turn it over. Garnett, good physical defense there again. Neither coach happy right now as we'll take a break as we have 2:59 remaining here in the 4th quarter. The last 2 NBA champions, Celtics in 08, Lakers in 09, scratching and clawing their way here to try and get a victory in game 2. Rondo looking. He scored the last 6 points for them. Garnett against Artest. Shot bounces in. Garnett finally gets one to go. Just his 2nd field goal. Gasol almost got a piece of it. Bryant playing with the 5 fouls. Double team out to Artest. Up top Fisher. Fisher fakes, sets, blocked from behind. Rondo, then Pierce tips it ahead. Here goes Rondo, back for Ray Allen. Up, shot won't go. Rebound Bryant, he can't hold on. And it's Celtic ball.
Got to be ready to step into jump shots and shoot them with confidence.
Bryant playing off Rondo. Allen comes off the screen. Rondo sets for the jump shot. Knocks it down. Rajon Rondo once again doing the scoring here in the fourth quarter for the Celtics.
Simple play by Ray Allen. Caught, curled, brought Bryant to him. Good confidence by Rondo to knock it in.
Rondo has 8 points in the period. Bryant off the mark. Ball tipped by Rondo, taken by Ray Allen. Perkins tied up, gets it into the hands of Rondo.
They only have 2 to get it over.
And there, a timeout.
Good timeout by Doc Rivers.
How about Doc Rivers showing his athleticism? Looks like he's back at Marquette.
One more second, and it would have been an 8-second violation.
They have 1 to get it over, but if they take a timeout, they can advance it across half court.
Dangerous throw. Ray Allen gets it, finds Garnett. Terrific pass. Garnett inside the Perkins, and he lays it in. Celtics go up by 7 with 1:21 remaining. A 10-0 run by the Boston Celtics. Bryant the drive, double team, wild shot. Perkins the rebound, and then a foul on Gasol.
Well, you always want to attack the basket right now. And if the three-point shot for one of your better shooters opens up, you shoot it, but you don't have to take a three as your first thought process.
I certainly think if you're Ray Allen, you want to extend Kobe Bryant. You don't want to give this guy rhythm to step into a three.
Coming up on a minute remaining. Artest now on the drive. Still dribbling now. Looking up and under shot, won't go. Rebound tipped by Gasol. Out to Bryant, straight on 3. Puts it in. Kobe Bryant nails the three-pointer. And it's a 5-point game. Dangerous pass, and Allen tracks it down. Rondo able to get it. Lost the ball. But they call a foul. It looked like he got grabbed from behind. And now Rondo, who's also a tough free throw shooter, he'll go to the line. 61% for his career. And Conley hits that one. What a fourth quarter from Rondo.
This guy's made big plays on both ends of the floor. That's what you want from your great competitors. Finish the job.
He has emerged as one of the premier point guards in the NBA in this postseason. 9 points here in the fourth quarter. Celtics by 6. Bryant lost the handle, ball knocked away from behind by Rondo. And a pass out to Rondo. He's going to dribble it back out. They have to foul, and they foul Rondo.
But Bryant didn't just lose the ball. That was Rondo again coming up with the strip from behind. This guy is finishing the court.
Still, it's just a 2-possession game. This is a very big free throw. And Rondo able to put that in. Phil Jackson will call timeout. And what a turnaround. Lakers had a 3-point lead here in this fourth quarter. Bryant puts it up. That won't go. Rondo tips it. Garnett the rebound, and he's fouled right away with 26.6 remaining.
Effort plays, you got to finish.
Pierce had a game as Garnett knocks it down. Just 2 of 11 from the field, but he still had an impact for his team.
I thought he had a huge impact. He set a tone. You can't always make your shots. I thought he missed some very makeable shots. But what you can do is let your team know, I'm here to win. I'm giving championship effort defensively. Pierce did that tonight.
And Garnett knocks down a pair. That makes it a 9-point game. Some of the fans here at Staples Center heading for the exits in the final seconds. Bryant kicks it out to Gasol. Gasol launches up a 3. Not going to go. Rebound. Still 4-4. And again, Ray Allen setting an NBA Finals record. 8 3-pointers, 7 in the first half. It was one of the great shooting performances in NBA Finals history, and he did it in that first half. 27 of his 32 in the first half. Perkins puts on some finishing touches as the Boston Celtics once again with a huge road win. They won 2 big games in Cleveland as Pierce grabs Gasol. They won 2 big games in Orlando to start the conference finals. And here they hand the Lakers their first home loss of this postseason.
And some folks would look and say, why foul Gasol? Paul Pierce is saying, I'm not giving you anything easy. I'm not allowing you to establish a rhythm. Nothing in this series will be easy for you. Great foul by Paul Pierce. Even though it looks like it doesn't matter, it's a message sent.
Now as we head to Boston, Lakers have been very good on the road. They've closed out all 3 of their series so far in these playoffs on the road. But now a little more pressure going to Boston, where the Celtics have evened this up at 1 apiece. And what was impressive is that Boston had a big lead, blew the big lead, trailed in the 4th quarter, and then Rajon Rondo took over about a 2 or 3 minute stretch. And the Staples Center has gone very quiet.
And Jordan Farmer giving Perkins an opportunity to catch it, figuring he can get to him and foul him.
Gets it, pass deflected.
You know, I like how the Lakers are competing to the very end, too. They're not winning this game, but they're just not conceding. Good for them.
Phil Jackson's team is right in position to go up 2-0. But Boston finishes on a 16-4 run in the last 5.5 minutes, and the NBA Finals are tied at 1 game apiece. Rajon Rondo, another triple-double, and made all the big plays at crunch time. He's with Doris.
Yeah, that 16-4 run that your team closed began with the block shot you had and the uncontested jumper the Lakers conceded to you. Take us through your thinking late in this 4th quarter.
Well, for me, offensively, I was struggling the entire game, so I knew I'd get an open shot, and I just want to take that shot. But other than that, defensively, we stuck with it. It was an entire team effort. Ray carried us through the first half. In the second half, we got in a little slump, but we stuck with it, stayed together, and got the victory.
What was so different in this team's approach tonight versus Game 1?
Mental toughness, handle adversity, and just keep fighting.
Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, neither guy had an especially good game. How were you guys able to manage that and get through it anyway?
We just played it as a team. You know, Rasheed came in and played big minutes, Baby. Tony Allen did terrific defense against Kobe, so it was an entire team effort. That's what we're going to need to win the finals.
Rajon, thank you very much. Mike.